Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm gonna have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon. Now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 27, Zaza Pachulia. At point guard, at 6'3" number 8, Darren Williams.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. The Suns will end the road trip here before heading back to Phoenix. They come into this one very confident. They feel like this is a game they should win against a team that struggled. We'll see if they can take care of business.
Ready to go?
This game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series. Because
A different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Evan Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Setting the floor for the Suns, Freak in at point guard. John Lure's out there with Len. Then there's Warren, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard. Parsons attacking, goes up off the pick, and it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
Suns trail by 5. And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at a crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
and if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Warren kicks to Freak. Down low. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season. Another in a long line of disappointments over his career.
Suns trail by 9. Booker dishes to Warren. Feeds to Freak. This one for 3. And the shot is good. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Harris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
You know, regarding McGee, he spent most of his career eyeing the money. He forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He has to show that he can still play if he wants somebody to really pay.
And it's Freak missing. Dallas leading by 6. Correa, the pass to McGee. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Suns trail by 7. Freak kicks to Lure. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Harris. Parsons outside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
With 1 on the clock, got it off in time, but it's no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting hit.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches? A different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Darren Williams. And Devin Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Freak, he's in at point guard. Warren is out there with John Lure. Then there's Len, and it's Booker in at the 2.
And guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning quick release on his jump shot.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks wasn't happy with how he played. He chipped in his share of points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. The iron was quite unkind to him as shot after shot ricocheted off the rim. He'll be looking to have a much better time out this contest, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter, Greg. You're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. Clark, this Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
That's good from McGee. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Both free throws good from McGee.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
Dishes it to Freak. Clock at 4. Matthews with the rebound.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
With the fadeaway. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots a 3. And it's Freak missing. Harris with it. Screen by Villanueva. Harris dishes to Parsons. They get it again. Here's McGee. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials.
Ladies and
Okay, listen. Let's just put that first half behind us.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but anything can happen.
Williams is playing very well. He's got 11 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Devin Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. We've got Chandler Parsons. Devin Harris is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Charlie Villanueva. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Guys, they've done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Good on the second free throw. 1:57 left in the third quarter. And Booker kicks to Freak. Warren the pass to Lure. He kicks it to Warren. 6 to shoot. Here's Len. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Charlie Villanueva.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. A ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both free throws good from Len. Now here's Barea. Screen by Villanueva. Now here's Barea. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop falls in. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career when he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
A great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
They double in with Freak. Screen by Villanueva. Can't make good off the screen.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
24 seconds left in the third. Here's Freak. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And airballs the triple. That one was way off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. And the Mavericks with some changes. Villanueva comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Setting the floor for the Suns. Freak, he's in at the point. John Lure's out there with Warren. Then there's Len, and it's Booker in at the 2. That's good. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And it's Freak missing.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
Harris dishes to Barea. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?